We made a short film for my church. Let's talk about it. Welcome to Midwood Road. My name is Rhett Thomas. At Midwood Road, we help churches grow gospel-centered and effective creative ministries. Today, I'm with Brandon Froedge from Parable Productions. Brandon and I have gotten to work together for a long time, and we've been waiting for a couple of years to talk about some of the short films that we shot for Rock Point Church over the years. So today, we're going to talk about our 2022 short film, which didn't really have a name, but it was for our Oh Holy Night series at Rock Point Church. So excited to dive in. Brandon, you excited?
I'm pumped, man. Let's do it.
Let's do it. If you want to watch the whole short film, you can see it on Rock Point Church's channel. That's at Rock Point Cville. We'll put the link in the description below. But for now, this is Oh Holy Night.
Okay, yeah, I remember this little found footage.
You can't do that. I love it.
The like 70s, that 70s show.
Yeah,
intro
camera's
kind of
just
thing.
going all over the place.
Yeah. Well, so with all of this, this was like so last second. Like I wasn't really prepared to do this that day, and we didn't have a better idea for how to like establish the scene.
Right.
But we wanted to have something that felt like they were coming from somewhere. I think originally the script called for like a cast party, and this was a cast party. Like it was a staff party, like a Christmas staff party. So
that's
yeah.
good from like the standpoint of you're sort of like including a bigger picture than just your main characters. You're like including the church, and I feel like when you show something like that, you know, at the Christmas service, that people are more engaged because they're seeing people they know right away.
Yeah, because this was the intro video for the whole, I think for Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Because there's going to be a stage element later, so we wanted to introduce the family from the story.
Right.
And that's why we decided to shoot the video. This is the first time we'd ever done anything like this.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
See y'all tomorrow.
That pizza was so good. Yeah, no.
Okay, so that that like first 3 seconds of the film, I remember, you know, we probably shot that 10 times.
So many times.
You just look at it and you're like, that's the simplest thing in the world.
And it was so cold.
It was
like
freezing.
It was in the 20s when we shot this one. It was like middle of December.
Yeah.
Like 2-week turnaround.
Yeah. And it was windy.
Oh, it was so
I think if
windy.
it wasn't windy, it would have been fine. But like, I remember that, like the first time we shot this, it just felt like a nothing. Like I was just like, that's not gonna work. So we had to get the dolly movement just right, even though it's very subtle. I think that was the key. It was like a little movement.
Well, we had 2 college students as PAs just to kind of do whatever, and then it was just you and me. Yeah. So this was like the most bare bones thing, and the Lows did great. Like they really did a good job. They knew their lines. Like they were fun to be around. But we made them do this so many times, and they're just huddling inside like trying to eat pizza at Wildfire and like try to warm up. Yeah. But we did that so many times.
That pizza was so good. Yeah, now there's even cookies to wash it down. We can't stop. We need to go home and open a Christmas Eve present.
And right there, the one time that we had a fourth wall break.
Yeah. Right there.
Right there.
Couldn't really cut it any tighter though because you had to get the line out.
And we didn't see it like in the moment, but like I laugh about that every time I watch it now.
Actually, we got one more stop to make before we head home.
Wait, where are we going? You said we were going to this pastor's party and then go home and open presents.
Yeah, I know what I said.
I hope we're getting cookies.
The clear voiceover.
It's pizza.
So how long is it going to take? We've already been waiting for so long.
We've got one more stop to make.
Yeah, I feel kind of proud of the pacing.
I know.
Yeah.
The pacing is really good. The geography makes sense.
Yeah.
It's the thing that sells it for me is the backpack. Watch the backpack here.
Actually, we got one more stop to make.
He reaches for the backpack.
Wait, where are we going?
Right.
Pulls it out.
You said
That's what sells it. That is
true.
the one thing that
does.
actually sells the geography of this scene.
And then she pops up like in the right third of the frame. So we're kind of using the whole frame.
Like
Yeah.
It's better than I thought. Every time I go back, because I just remember this being so rushed, but every time I go back, it's better than I thought.
Yeah. Definitely one of the things about like looking back at your work for any creator is like you really don't want to. You don't want to go back like 3 years because it's sort of terrifying. You just think, I don't want to see like what I was doing then. But yeah, it feels nice.
Yeah, it does. This you can start to see how dark it was getting.
Yeah,
like because it took us so long to get this, but then also the tinted windows, like on Jake's truck, make it look like the time of day is all over the place.
True. Got one more stop to make.
And then this was a completely different day, so I guess I should let it run. But you and I came back. That's me driving the truck. And you're piloting the drone from the front seat of the truck.
Correct.
That is one of the ballsiest things that we've done.
This part right here was like very nerve-wracking because it's such a long shot. Like we're traveling through almost all of downtown.
It was incredible. We stopped like 3 times, I think, like just to reset. And didn't like the battery start to run low, like right about here? Like once we got over the bridge.
This was about it because I mean on that, I think we were using the Mini 3 Pro.
Yeah.
And that has maybe like 32 minutes of battery life. And we
went a couple miles.
We had pretty much used that. And when you have like wind too, that's going to kill your battery faster. So I think that was a factor because we were like flying into the wind part of the time. And yeah.
Yeah, because we stopped over on the other side of over here on the highway, and we had to wait for the drone to catch up.
Yeah.
Because of the flow of traffic.
Yeah, because we have, I mean, the speed limit on a highway is 55, and the drone can maybe go 35 if you have the right conditions, and we were kind of like I said.
We did not have the right conditions.
Not really.
We were crazy to do this. This is a clear don't do this at home. Like, we probably should not have handled it that way.
No.
But we got what we wanted.
I've crashed a drone before, and I think once you've done it once, like, you're kind of like, it's not the end of the world. Like, they sometimes are fixable, and sometimes you just buy a new one, but we made it.
All right.
You're just now realizing that? I wasn't really paying attention.
The headlights.
Yeah.
The headlights. Oh.
That's all you.
This is the first time, this shot is the first shot because I'm proud of the After Effects work I did at the end of this.
Right. Yeah.
But that is the first public viewing of my After Effects work. And I have done so much better stuff. I mean, outside of like motion graphics.
Yeah.
But in terms of like CG, that's heinous.
Yeah, there's a lot of motion tracking there. So.
Yeah, it was not good motion tracking. I've actually developed such a good relationship with the guys out at Oak Hill because of this.
Oh, because of that, yeah. No, they're great. Yeah, I like that it switches to like a dreamy type of setting now.
Editing this was crazy. I remember editing this and like having to figure out what the story was in this moment because we just took a bunch of like pretty looking stuff.
Yeah.
I'll pull up the behind the scenes video in a moment to show like how we pulled this off. See, I'm way happier with this.
Yeah.
That was literally just all black. You couldn't see anything on the other side of the trees.
Yeah.
But this was the shot. This was the payoff that we wanted for the whole thing.
What was nice is we lit these trees because otherwise they would just be black. So
that's what took us forever to figure out.
Just keying those trees was nice, and then kind of having that motivated or that practical that Jake is holding was a good touch.
Right, because that lantern is absolutely lighting up all of those trees.
Other than that, it's right. But for the shots like before that, where you see their faces, like without that little bit of practical, I think it would have been even darker.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because it was just pitch black.
Yeah, but it's just a still of stars. That's all it is, and then just a whole bunch of roto work to get to that point. But and then my favorite part of the script.
So, what are we doing here again?
Because we had I wanted it to end funny because we were going into the welcome moment, I'm pretty sure, and the pastors are gonna come out and be cracking jokes and so. But then we actually had them on stage for the rest of this.
And she killed it. Like her energy throughout was a big part of that. And I think, you know, a big part of like what I learned from that project was just working with untrained actors.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And like I said, like because their energy was good and they knew their lines, there really were no issues there. It was just sort of kind of like directing the energy, and also like it took a lot of patience from the actors, and that was something that I didn't have that much experience with, was like kind of not knowing like how attentive they would be and kind of getting them back into the scene when we had to set up for 20 minutes and then you're trying to pull them back in.
Right. And even as a director, like managing that, like I have a lot of relationship with them already. So, and I'd prepped them as much as I could, but it was so cold and it took I mean, during the whole, you'll see during the behind the scenes, but it was raining the whole time that we were at the Christmas tree farm, like in the middle of December. And working with them was super rewarding, but yeah, it was a challenge. And I'd shot short films in high school and in college, and nothing that's ever really seen the light of day. So even just kind of like we had the opportunity to do this, and it felt like such a big opportunity. It was so exciting, but it was also like brand new territory.
It was, and I think also like we had a lot of like equipment limitations too. Even though we had some great tools, but we didn't have any rentals. We didn't have any.
We had absolutely, the only budget that we had was for the pizza that we ate at Wildfire, and I don't even think that we had that.
Yeah. So we just used the lenses we had, and the Ursas are not great low light cameras.
No, they're terrible.
You know, the payoff to that film was in the dark, so we were obviously doing the best we could with it.
We really pulled it off, though. I'm mainly going to use this as like for frames, essentially. Yeah, this was our rig. Well, here, we'll watch a little bit of this.
Yeah, I think we'll just go with a half track. I don't know if we'll be able to get it all in that spot.
That's good. No.
The low kids did amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here's that. So when we did the tree farm scenes, I think we were shooting this direction. Right. We were shooting.
Okay.
So we had this big key for them that was supposed to be moonlight, but then we also ended up having to try and light the trees because we just couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
There was no detail in the shot. But we figured it out.
If you didn't see the trees, you wouldn't have had anything to kind of like mask the stars against.
Right.
So that was important.
That was a good call. Oh yeah, just pouring down rain on us the whole time.
It was like icy rain.
It was so cold, man.
I'm a man's man. Okay.
He was following.
I know.
That slate is still in my office.
Don't even need a hazer or anything.
Yeah, so there's the rig.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We powered your monitor off of an extra battery that I had on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, old Blackmagic Ursa Mini G1, not even the G2s.
Yeah.
With did we have like the 70-20 on it most of the time?
70-200. Yeah, most of the time.
Because that was definitely the best lens that we had.
Yeah, it was just
We couldn't use that. We could have used that 35, I guess, that we have, but
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think it was just convenient to use that one.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Yeah, we got the Atomos Shinobi on there.
Is that the Shinobi you still have?
I still have it. It hasn't, like, you're not really supposed to take it out in the rain, but it's been fine. So, yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, it worked. We got what we needed from it.
Kind of for like some dialogue scenes.
Oh, here was that track. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Roman and Justice for just hanging out with us on like a Friday night or whatever.
Kind of the ambient sound. So we'll make
But it took so much time. I literally taught Roman how to be a boom op in the moment,
Like
just to try and capture anything. And he did a good job. He did a really good job. This opening scene.
Do you mind doing sync?
Can we just do it again? Do it again. Nina shot all this behind the scenes, right?
Yep.
Nina, Brandon's wife, is the OG. She's the realist. She keeps doing so many things.
BTS, Reels, photos. She edited this too.
That's right, she did.
Yeah.
Come on. Nina's the best. That's fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's fun to like I know how much we've grown since this, so that's like what gives me a lot of hope. But it's not that I was expecting it to be bad.
No.
But it was better than I thought. Like, we told a good story. Mm-hmm. We told a clear enough story.
Right.
We had a fun time and learned a lot. I don't know. What are your takeaways from it?
Well, I mean, I think one thing that I've learned through all the films that we've done for Christmas is that simple stories probably sell better.
The new ones that we shot were better than this.
They were better, clearly.
Just not as hard. They were definitely more complex stories.
Yeah.
The good thing, we knew we would not have a lot to work with. So the good decision that we made was to keep the story really simple.
Yeah, exactly. I think that, a great starting point, if you've never done something like this, especially for like a smaller church, is just to like have a simple story, include people that are, involved in the church that want to be involved, because then they're going to have a good attitude and be willing to put in the time. And that paid off for us, and they were patient with us. And it was just a simple story, but it had the right feeling. It had the right emotion. And I thought that was cool.
That's the most important thing for me when making content for the church in any form, is that does it do the job? Like, there's thousands, if not tens of thousands of industry professionals who are pushing the envelope. And if you're looking for something that's like amazing film and like cutting edge film, go to them, get inspired. But when you're making something for your church, it needs to be effective. It needs to do the job. And this did the job, and we learned a lot from it and had a lot of fun with it. So I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I agree.
That's good. Well, next week we're going to watch our Christmas film from 2023 called David at the Manger. So I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah.
This was fun.
Let's do it again.
See you in the next video.